One of the things that I strive for, both in my own training and in my work with clients, is to develop a sense of whole body awareness. And one of my favorite pieces of equipment for doing that are these resistance bands. Now, if I take the bands and I lean forward and I extend my arms, I'm lunging forward, right? I feel the force of those bands coming up through my arms, distributing down through my body, down through my pelvis and into my legs, and then through my calves and ankles and out through the balls of my feet, right? My whole body, you could say, is in this tensional state. And as I spend time working with these bands, I develop this awareness, sort of a felt body awareness of how to control and balance those tensional forces to move efficiently and in a way where my whole body is connected. Now, the concept that speaks to that tensional balance is tensegrity. Tensegrity is an architectural model, and this is a little example of a tensegrity structure where these solid members are suspended in a tensional web of forces that are pulling in. So you can think, oh yeah, the sticks are pushing out, the rubber bands are pulling in, and that maintains the structure in a kind of dynamic tensional balance, right? Now notice here with this model, as with my body, right? If I distort the model by either pulling on it or pushing on it, what happens? Well, the forces are evenly distributed, right? Instantly distributed throughout the whole system, right? Pressing in on it, the whole model responds and adapts and absorbs those forces. Similarly, as I release that, it springs back to its original shape, right? So you could say, I'm storing energy here and then releasing it back. And that's also something that we can work with at the physical level in our training by pre-tensioning, called pre-tensioning the system, and then releasing that energy. So what would that look like? Well, let's use our band again. Now, you'll see this kind of motion. It's like a batter, a baseball batter. So any kind of wind up, right? Well, what am I doing here? I'm distorting this neutral position, putting tension into it, and then releasing it. Tensioning the system and releasing. So again, using these principles of the body as a tensegrity structure to inform the kinds of movements and the impulse and the way that the movement is performed to develop this whole body awareness. So that's just a really quick introduction to this concept of tensegrity, or the body as a tensional structure, right, that distributes force adaptively and in an interconnected way, that as I make a movement, that movement, the force of that movement distributes through my body. And it's one of the things that I use with myself and in working with other people to develop whole body awareness, a sense of connectivity, and a sense of ease and fluidity in their movement.